Okay, here's how I approach chunking down a book project. If you've ever had a date in mind when you want to finish your book, or you have a book deal and you've committed in a contract to finish a book and it's feeling overwhelming, watch this video because I'm going to show you a technique called the magic equation that I've created. I'm on my 7th book now, and I've taught thousands of people to do this to be able to hit their book and get it completed by the desired date. So we think of, oh my God, I have to get a book done, and it feels like this looming thing in the distance. So this technique does two things. The first thing that it does is it helps us feel some relief. Instead of thinking about this whole giant 200 something page book, we can just drill down into focusing on a smaller chunk. The second thing is it gives us very specific metrics, like targets for what we need to hit every week or day in order to make sure that we finish by a particular time. So I have a new book contract, so excited. And whether I've set a date for myself and don't have a book deal, or I have a book deal and I've set a date with a publisher, it really doesn't matter. You're going to take your date and figure out how many weeks between where you are now and the date that you are committed to having that book manuscript done. In my case, I've signed with this publisher and I have committed to have the book done in 25 weeks. Okay, so 25 weeks is the number I'm working with for getting the book done. So you've got your number of weeks, whether it's 6, 12, 20, 50, whatever it is. Okay, now decide how long you want the book to be. I'm going to go for 225 pages for this book manuscript, because that's what I've agreed to with the publisher, whether it's 100 pages, 200, 300, whatever you're going to do. So you now have how many weeks you're going to work on the book. You know how many pages it's going to be. And then you're going to decide how many days a week you feel like you can commit to writing. I'm going to say 5 days a week because I am on a very big timeline and there's a lot of research involved in this book in addition to simply the writing. So I'm going to say 5 days a week because that way I have some wiggle room if there's 2 days every week that I just can't get it done. All right, so what you're going to do is take your number of pages divided by the number of weeks, and that'll give you how many pages you are going to write per week to make sure that you have a finished manuscript at your desired length by the time you've committed to have your book done. This technique does two things. The magic equation first lets us instead of thinking of, oh my God, I have this whole book to write, I know today I'm going to drill in and just write 2.5 pages. So it gives me, one, some relief. I don't have to think about the whole book. But number two, it makes sure I know what I need to hit. If I miss a day, I've got to make it up. 2.5 pages a day, 5 days a week is going to get me this finished manuscript at the end of 20 weeks. I want to know what you come up with for your magic equation, and make sure to comment book here so that I can help support you and cheer you on along the way. You've got this.